Good morning. This is your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. Seeing mostly sunny conditions around the area this morning. We have since seen those winds ramp up as expected. We have issued a wind advisory and do expect to remain in a wind advisory as we move through our working hours today. Otherwise, seeing temperatures climbing into the mid to upper 50s at the current time, and we'll likely see those temperatures topping off in the lower 60s with some seasonable conditions. We're going to see dry conditions as we move through the day today as well as the weekend. It does look like an increased chance from yesterday of seeing some rain around the area on Monday, but generally over the next 7 days expecting pretty dry and seasonable conditions. We'll take a look at the current surface analysis. That area of low pressure that pushed through the region yesterday now centered well to the north, but still keeping that tight pressure gradient over the region, bringing those breezy to quite windy conditions as we move through the day today. We will have high pressure building in for the weekend, and we'll see that pressure gradient weaken as that builds in with those winds on the decrease and keeping things mostly sunny overall and quiet as we move through that weekend forecast. We'll see the current visible satellite showing those mainly clear skies across the area. Do have a few cumulus clouds, and that's about all we'll expect as we move through the day today with just some breezy conditions and plenty of sun. We'll look at the European model here for the next several days, see what we can expect. As mentioned, high pressure starts to build in as we move into the day on Saturday. That lightens that pressure gradient. We see nice conditions, seasonable, just a slight breeze for part of the day on Saturday with continued decreasing winds as we go into the day on Sunday, and generally high pressure in control and generally partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions. So quiet and seasonable conditions expected for the weekend. As we get towards the end of the weekend, we start to see an upper level trough moving eastward into our region. We'll see models indicating that this trough may try to pinch off into an upper level low, but that nonetheless that trough is going to support some broad development of some surface low pressure along the southeastern coast, and we're seeing the trend to more of a wetter solution as we move overnight in Sunday night into early Monday. As you'll see here, the European probably the most bullish with some shower activity swinging through the area again during the early morning hours of Monday, and what looks to be lingering into at least the first half of Monday. As you can see, a broad area of low pressure moves off to the east-northeast, and then it pulls away late Tuesday, and with that any rain chances, but we'll see some breezy conditions once again on the backside of this low as it pulls away, and will stay fairly seasonable through this time period as well. So again, always some uncertainty with the upper level lows cutting off, but nonetheless does look like the trend is increasing, that we see some rain early Monday into possibly lingering into the afternoon, but at least for the first part of Monday. As we move through the extended forecast here, we'll see that clearing out, and once again high pressure builds back in. We're back to more dry and seasonable conditions as we move through the middle of the week and into what looks to be the remainder of the week, with things looking pretty quiet. I do have a trough that swings through to our north, but generally models indicating some dry conditions prevailing as we move through the remainder of the work week. So despite Monday being increasing chance for some rain, we'll see generally dry conditions as we move through the next 7 days. 24-hour weather chart for today indicating those red conditions for winds about 25 knots. Again, we are currently in a wind advisory and do expect that to continue as we move through our working hours today. Expecting those peak gusts sustained those peak winds sustained out of the west around 14 to 19 knots, with peak gusts up to 32 knots, as we'll see our high temperature rising to around 62 degrees this afternoon. Again, mostly sunny overall. A few clouds around 4,000 to 5,000 feet is all we can expect. As we go into the evening time frame, we'll see those winds weakening and not as gusty. We'll see clear skies, and that will allow temperatures to cool down to around 45 degrees for our Saturday morning low. We'll start the day off with a west wind around 5 to 10 knots. Tides running slightly above normal. Extended forecast here, as mentioned, looking at mostly sunny to partly cloudy conditions through the next several days or 7 days. Expecting seasonable temperatures with our highs in the low 60s, and our low temperatures will be in the lower 40s generally, maybe dipping into the upper 30s through the middle of next week. The only red flag here for the next 7 days will be that Monday forecast, where we'll see that what looks to be an increasing chance of some rain showers around the area. Given that about a 40% chance at this time, do have increased clouds as well, so that looks to be the one more unsettled weather day, and then on the backside of that, seeing some slightly breezier conditions on Tuesday, maybe again on Thursday, but again, overall looking fairly dry for the next several days with the exception of some unsettled conditions on Monday. That's going to wrap up the 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We'll be back again Monday at 8:15 and 10 a.m. Enjoy the rest of your day.